Hi guys, this is me MB, and I kinda have a confession. I'm a big Spider-Man fan. I mean, sure, the character does have a large fan base, but I'm really obsessed with the character. Like, really, really obsessed. For no particular reason. I've been reading on the original Stan Lee and Steve Ditko run on Spider-Man, but so far I'm in issue number 38. But aside from that, I watch his cartoons and movies, I only have a couple of physical comics, listen to the 1995 radio play, cosplayed as him, I have a small collection of toys and plushies. I did a watercolor painting of Spider-Man and MJ when I was in college, drawn him many times as I can count, and sculpted him a couple of times. But today, I decided to make a figurine of him. So, without further ado, let's get to sculpting. So, I started drawing the design using my drawing software called Ibis Paint X, and used a photo of one of my previous Spider-Man sculptures. I based the front and back logo design on unused design sketches from your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, and the eye shape is just something I made up. The color choices of this design aren't elaborate, I just used the basic red and royal blue. After all that, I decided to print it in a black and white paper and using that as reference while sculpting the figure. To start off the sculpting process, I started making an aluminum armature of the figure, because 1, I want to give the figure structure, and 2, I don't want to waste too much clay. But anyway, remember that design idea I had for this figure? Screw it, I'm throwing that idea away. Instead, I'm basing it off of 90s Spider-Man toys and Spider-Man comic book artwork from that era. Why? Because I love 90s Spider-Man. Like, especially the aesthetic. I even have some shirts that basically use that artwork from the era. So, while I'm not describing the process, I'm gonna just talk about Spider-Man. Because you can't stop me. Anyways, Marvel Studios recently announced Spider-Man Brand New Day, a continuation of MCU's depiction of Spider-Man. But am I excited about it? Kinda? A little bit? I'm just gonna be honest that I really didn't like MCU's depiction of Spider-Man. I felt mixed on No Way Home. I really didn't like Far From Home. But I did really like Homecoming. But if they actually commit on Peter being lonely in a poor apartment in New York and fighting crime while wearing a suit that he actually made by hand, like the ending of From No Way Home suggests, I'll be satisfied. So yeah, aside from that, I just sculpted the clay on top of the aluminum armature. Alright, more yapping. So I finished reading Stan Lee and Steve Ditko's run on Spider-Man from 1962 to 1966. It's basically the first stories on the webhand. And what do I think? It's really good. Like, I 100% recommend you to read it. Despite it being the first Spider-Man stories, they don't really get adapted, like in movies, cartoons, or anything, except for maybe his origin story. But aside from that, there's a lot of good stories that never get adapted. Like how Peter Parker made his Spider-Man costume just to get into show business, the times where Peter has to worry about Aunt May's health because she's really old, the love triangle between Peter Parker, Betty Brant, and Liz Allen, the comedic beef between Spider-Man and J. Jonah Jameson, that time Peter and Flash Thompson fought each other in a boxing ring, leading to Peter knocking him out with one punch, Spider-Man's rivalry between him and the Human Torch, and Peter Parker's development to be less like a jerk. So yeah, in short, it's amazing. Go check it out. If you're wondering what kind of clay I use, it's called Cosclay. It's a very durable, flexible polymer clay. It's probably the best one to use for this project. I also use Cosclay softening agent to make the clay smoother, but I recommend you do that before you sculpt the details and after you sculpted the details.
man. Soft walking, steady talking, marvel Spider-Man. Amazing, amazing. How does he ever win? Crawl like a spider, love like a man, misunderstood superhero, the lonely Spider-Man. Amazing, amazing. How does he ever win? A product of the American dream.
After you're done sculpting the figure, you set your oven at 275 Fahrenheit and bake it in 30 minutes. After that, you're done with sculpting the figure. My bad, I was adjusting the brightness while recording. Here's the results after sculpting and baking the figure. It looks cool, doesn't it? I kinda wished I made the body as smooth as the head, but whatever. I liked how it's turned out. It's probably the best looking Spider-Man sculpture compared to my previous ones. But enough glazing. Time to do the next step, which is to make... So, yeah, I'm not done with this project yet. So, this will be a 2-part series. But if you want to be notified for the next video, make sure you to get notified for future videos. Anyways, this is me, MB, signing out.